Good morning, everyone. I am getting a really weak start to the day. I think because it's gloomy and the sun's supposed to come out later, but it's something that just made me laugh and I needed to, I didn't need to, I wanted to share. First, to my beloved swivel mirror, Kaputski. I was trying to wipe it off because it sits on top of my desk so nobody sneaks up on me. And I apparently don't know my own strength. Totally busted off the welded part. So it can't be fixed, sadly. I was reading a comment this morning somebody left on a video card that I made using a window die. And and they asked, where do I take my ideas from? I don't know if it's somebody who is not a native English speaker, but I just want to respond saying, I take them from my head. It's not... If I am inspired by somebody else's creation, I always make sure I note that in the video, in my blog post, and when I post a picture to Pinterest, wherever it might be. But if it's something that was conjured up in my own head, that's where it comes from. But I just thought it was funny the way it was phrased. Wait, how was it phrased? Just to make sure so I don't make myself a liar. Did I already delete that? Yeah. Oh no, I didn't. So the comment is... Oh, how about if I could read this? I took my glasses off. Not that big. Where do you take these cool ideas? From where do you take these cool ideas? From my head. So, yeah. There you go. And I will respond as such. So, I have to go into the office today for a meeting, which is at 1 o'clock. So, it means I have to leave here about 1:15. Hopefully it'll be nice and sunny and bright and cheerful by then, because it's just yucky gloomy. So I'm going to go and make myself some coffee and maybe oatmeal. I have to check to see what flavors I have. I ended up putting the marinara that I made yesterday into the refrigerator because I didn't have the enthusiasm to can it last night. After I got out of the bath, I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like doing that. So it's in the fridge. I will deal with it tonight. And I think we're having steak au poivre with roasted red potatoes tonight for dinner. So on my way home from the meeting, I have to stop and pick up a little container of cream. I think I just might go to 7-Eleven. Grocery store's like a total time suck. It's just you walk in and yeah. So I just need a tiny itty bitty little bit of cream. I wonder if I get coffee on the way home, I wonder if I can ask for my cream on the side. Is that cheesy? Yeah, that's cheesy. I'll just pick up some cream. some cream. I could make it with milk, but it won't be quite as luscious for the pepper sauce, so I'll do that. And there's some dancing going on behind me, so I think one of the dogs, the white one, I don't want to say his name, needs to go out because he's probably crossing his back legs. Although he was just out like 15 minutes ago. Maybe he's hearing the birds and the squirrels. So I'm going to plan out my, and maybe on the way home, since I'm eating lunch at my desk, maybe I could stop at the hardware store on the way home to pick up all of these things, which would be very helpful. Oh, and there were 4 eggs yesterday, which is always, makes me happy. I have my license. Oh, I have to dig out my work ID. Oh my gosh. It has been so long. Yeah. Maybe I'll show you my ID. It's ancient. It's from like 2002. Wow. It's 12 years old. Yeah. Alright, I'll be back in a few. Alright, finally got this into my office so I could share with you overhead. So this is the container where I have my recipe cards from Your Paper Pantry, and I was in 4 or 5 months. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 months worth of recipes. I haven't joined any swaps in some time, only because if I don't feel that I can give 100% of my efforts, I just don't want to participate. It's not that I don't want to, it's just that timing-wise and my schedule is kind of unpredictable. I can have a particularly busy month, and it's not fair to not give it my all, and it's not fair to be late, and it's not fair to not have my heart in it. So, but I have amassed a lovely collection of cards, but when I was going through them, because they were in a storage drawer, I realized I have some extras. So let me first show you some of the, these are sweets. Lots and lots of yummy things in here. A lot of them are Valentine's Day themed. And there's all sorts of beef recipes. It's so funny, you could tell who has a cutting machine, because several people use the same beef sign, which is cute. Kind of ties them all together. Shredded beef taco filling. Then there's a bunch of chicken recipes, which I really need to visit because we do make chicken a lot. Then there's eggs and soup and salads. So let me show you. I hear a chihuahua. Hold on. Let me show you which cards I have extras of that I'm going to give away. So if you're interested and I think I'm gonna give them all to one person rather than split them out. I'm going to give this away on my Instagram, so I'll include a link below. If you don't have an Instagram account, I suppose I could do it a combine between Instagram and here, but I have a shroom and cheese strata. That's an extra one. Then I have an extra of biscotti, and the recipe is on the back. And as you can see, I managed to put in craft paper wherever I can. You can always tell pretty much my stuff. Yeah, collage Melage group. Melage collage group. So biscotti, this one's mine. And then I have, I guess I could have more than one person for the beef ones. This is a beef, and it's cute. I think this is meatloaf that I made. Simple meatloaf with a glaze. So one's mine, so I can get 2 of those. Oh, and I don't have any extras of these. So there's 3 extras. This was split pea soup. Soupçon. This was poultry chicken stir fry, and I used chopsticks, toothpicks as chopsticks, and this little rooster, and I think that's a Sizzix die. Oh, I have to find that stamp. So that's and then our all-time favorite, glammed up poor man's caviar, ikra. So those I do not have extra of, but these I do. Wait, did I do that right? No, these are the ones I have 1 of. Oh, so 1, 2, 3, 6 months. So it was 6 months of participation. Oh, I hear an egg being laid. So I have 2 beef ones, 1 biscotti, and 1 mushroom strata. So I'm going to take pictures of this and post it on my Instagram, which I'll include a link, and I'll have 2 beef ones. So one person will get all 3, and one person will get the beef one. And they're on medium weight chipboard, so they're very sturdy. Oh, see, revisiting some of the projects I've made a long time ago reminds me of the products that I have, like this adorable little stamp set. I think that's from American Crafts. Not to find it. I love these little file folders. Little carrot. So cute. So yeah, I'm gonna look through some of these recipes. You hear the chickens? And there's lots of birds out. So I'm gonna go check in on the girls, and then I have to get ready to go into the office, find my ID. I think I know where it is. I might have to meet the girls in the lobby. Oh, before I forget. And I probably will do a separate little haul video of the most recent Blitzy product, but I got this Marianne Designs die. It's an adorable zipper. So cute. I haven't played with it yet. And then this is Chapel Road art stamps, and it's the girl with a pearl earring. And there are 3 images, and then the words art and love. And it's gray cling foam. Gray rubber stamp on cling foam. So I have not stamped that yet. I've taken this out, but I haven't die cut it, but I definitely will have samples. So I'll be back in a little bit. I might take my camera with me. I might not. I'm kind of debating, you know, fine line between appropriate and inappropriate. So see you in a few. Hello, babies. Like, I haven't been gone that long. I've been gone almost 3 hours. 3 hours. Less than 3 hours. Chester. 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 Hi. Oh, I hear Mushki too. Mushy. Where's the Mushy? Oh, hi, 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 hi. You want to come on? You want to come here? Come here. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Oh, no, 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 no. Nasty breath. Oof. So I brought Polly a donut. I better warm up some lunch for me because I forgot to eat breakfast and didn't eat lunch, and it's almost 3 o'clock. All right. So I'm back from the store. I stopped over Interproduce, and they have a lot more different stuff, and they mark stuff down as produce is starting to age. So like parsley was 99 cents, that's the regular price, but the strawberries were $1.99 when they first came in 4 days ago. Now they're 99 cents. So I'm gonna cut those up and add a little turbinado sugar, and they're gonna be perfect on top of the last 2 mini cheesecakes for dessert tonight after dinner, after the steak au poivre. Then I picked up a treat for Polly. He loves this braided cheese. I got myself some labin, some baba ganoush, cured olives. You can always tell who's going shopping because I pick up stuff I like. Polly gets stuff he likes. These Polish cookies, I know the flavor profile, but I can't think of what they're called. I think they're just like, sponge cake, sprinkled confectioner sugar. They're essentially like ladyfingers, but round. So you can put them in the base of a mini muffin or a muffin pan tin, you know, like the muffin tins, and then add layer custard, and then that'll be the base. And then I also got a honeydew melon, and then from Walgreens, I had to pick up a script for Polly. I picked up some red eye relief, which is what we've been missing. Then I always look at their markdown aisle to see if there's anything there, and they had these Nicole for OPI marked down to $2 each. So I picked up this pixie glitter. Oh, focus. Pixie glitter. You could see I like glitter. And I like that. It's got some blue and green iridescence. And then this one is called How Very Nice of You. And it's a nice pink. I don't really have a pink. Half and half for the steak au poivre sauce, and a mango and papaya shower gel, which bubble bath, which I was out of bubble bath and it was marked down. Always keep an eye when something's being rung up that's on these sales. This did not ring up correct price. It rang up the previous sale price, so I did make sure they adjusted that. So that's my quick little shop, and I hear Chester crying, so I better let the other dogs in. And, the Yukon men's basketball team that won the championship yesterday are back at Yukon, and University of Connecticut Storrs campus, the main campus, is one exit from us, from where we live. There's a big old rally going on campus right now, so
and it's on TV too. And the women's team is playing tonight. I'm so rooting for them. I hope they win, because if they do, that's gonna be fabulous. The school already has spectacular team spirit, except that 30 arrests last night. Come on, kids. There's no need to get arrested when you're celebrating. Celebrate, be happy, be jovial, but don't get arrested. It's just total silliness. Right, Chester? Total silliness. You wanna go outside? Alright, I'll be right back. I hate to come out here and share with you guys. The skyline looks semi-creepy, like someone's pulling down the curtain. Isn't that weird? It's all cloudy up here. And then, yeah, like a sliver of sunlight. I think it's time to start dinner. So it's time to start dinner. I've had the steak, which is tenderloin strips, out of the refrigerator for the last 30 minutes. Proteins with grain, like steak, absolutely cook better when they're room temperature rather than fresh from the freezer. Because these are hermetically sealed, I didn't have any issue with contamination. It's not 100 degrees in here, you know, at room temperature for 30 minutes is fine. So I have salted both sides. They were longer strips, but I cut them down in order to be able to handle them better. Some of the strips are thinner than from one end to the other, so that also keeps the cooking even. And because it's a steak au poivre, it's all about cream and cracked peppercorn. I have a plate of cracked peppercorn. Another recommendation is to take whole peppercorns and crack them roughly in your mortar and pestle, or with a heavy pan, like a cast iron pan. I, however, opted for the cheater method. I have a coarse setting on my big pepper grinder, which I really is more for show, but it has a coarse, medium, and fine. So I have coarse ground a whole plate. I don't want to put too much in case I don't need to use it, because once raw meat comes in contact with the pepper, it's going to have to be tossed. So this has been salted on both sides. Now I'm going to press each piece into the peppercorn on both sides, both of the larger surface area sides, because that's the two sides that I'm going to sear in a medium heat pan with butter and olive oil mixture. Butter for the flavor, olive oil for the higher heating temperature, higher burning temperature. Now I don't have cognac. What I do have is Wild Turkey American Honey 71 proof something or other, a liqueur. It smells delicious, and I think it would be a nice substitute. I'm not going to run out and buy a bottle of cognac, expensive cognac, for a third of a cup. So I'm making do with what I have. I have half and half instead of heavy cream. So I will make those small substitutions, which should be fine. So I have, because I was out running errands and I didn't get a chance to really cook the potatoes the low and slow that I would like in the oven, I am also using a cheating trick. I popped the whole potatoes in the microwave, washed and dried in the microwave for 8 minutes. There are 5 medium-sized potatoes. I'm going to dice them up, then add the olive oil, salt and black pepper, and pop them in the oven, which is preheated at 375. So I'm going to get started to the next step, and I'll show you along the way. So the potatoes are just like 85-90% of the way cooked. They're just almost fork tender. So now I just have a little bit of grapeseed oil, salt, and black pepper, and they're going in the oven. 375. It'll crisp up on the outside and can cook all the way through to the center. And I'm going to start the steaks next. Oh, and Polly asked for sautéed beets. I'm not a short order cook. Is that the expression? I think he forgets that. Here's the steak, and I'm going to drain a lot of that before I add the wild turkey and half. And I have to flame the wild turkey, so yeah, you'll be seeing me do that with one hand. I will turn off the heat first. I don't want to flare up. Medium rare for about 3/4 inch thick steak, 4 minutes on each side. So I want to make sure they don't overcook. As soon as they start to feel just about, oh, they're almost ready, I'm going to take them off and put them on the cracked peppercorn plate, because I don't want to do more dishes. And then I'm going to put a piece of foil over them loosely because I want them to stay warm. And then I'll make the sauce in the same pan. In the meantime, there's the beets and the potatoes are in the oven. I might turn up the potatoes just a little bit. Ooh, ooh, sorry. I turned the fan off in order to, so you can hear me. So let me turn the fan back on and I'll show you the next progress. That's it, off the stove. And I'm going to foil it. Tented, foil it loosely. And then make the sauce. Okay, this is turned off, although it's still hot. I did drain some of the fat off. I'm leaving some of it and all the fond in the bottom. So I have Wild Turkey American Honey liquor blend, pure honey and bourbon whiskey. Yeah, that will have to do. So I have 1/3 of a cup. I'm gonna pour it in, and then I'm gonna light it with a long match. I'll be right back with the match because I'm not sure how I'm going to do this with one hand. Okay. Okay. How's that for dramatic? I might have to call this video Flames. Alright, so now I'm going to add 1 cup of cream. I have half and half, which is fine. And whisk away, turning on to medium-low heat. Oh, it smells good though. So I'm whisking to pick up the yummy bits off the bottom of the pan, as well as incorporate the cream and the peppercorns until it starts to thicken and starts to reduce until it coats the back of a spoon. So 5 to 6 minutes on a low simmer. So I'm going to do that. See, it's starting to simmer right there. So I'm going to do that off camera. So the sauce is the right consistency. See if it sticks to the spoon. And I did taste it and need a little bit of salt. I added 1 tiny little splash of the wild honey, or the cognac if you're using cognac, back in for just that cognac, that flavor. So it's a tiny little bit. And now I'm going to put the steaks back in and then spoon the sauce over the steaks. That not only looks yummy, it tastes the sauce. Wow, it is peppery, but really, really yummy. Now we'll see what Polly says, because he's kind of the final critic in the house, because he's the one who has to eat it. So potatoes are almost done, and I think I'm going to saute some of these little snails in some marinara for a little quick appetizer at the beginning of the meal. Well, dinner's ready, so I'm just waiting. Everything's resting. There's the potatoes out of the... There are the potatoes, the beets, steak au poivre, and the appetizer, which is... I know, it's not for everyone. Tiny little snails. So I'm going to turn that off. That's done. I wish I had crusty bread, because that'd make nice crostinis. So that's it for me for today. Thank you so much for stopping by and joining me. As always, there will be pictures on my blog, on my Instagram, and on my Facebook. If you have not already followed, there are links below. Don't forget to thumbs up. It's free for you and it helps me out. Oh, and I have nail polish on today. Shiny, shiny. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. I think it's pizza day. Not sure yet. We'll see. Thanks for watching, everyone.